At the Michael mansion in the room. Noisy guests male-female man. Over 50 years old is convincing the girl. 20 Karen think carefully just. If you marry him, your parents will deduct a part of the bride price to cure mother's illness. Raising children parents do not know people. How can that man marry him? Don't want to hear what Mr. Michael said. Gentle and a little concerned about love. Michael Karen's foster mother's illness. But in fact he is using his foster mother. Threatened her to force her youngest daughter. Must marry the man she never met, not known. But he is real. The thing has been in a coma for 2 years. Apparently parents are forced her to give birth to her lifelong happiness. Many times to persuade Karen failed. Mr. Michael immediately spoke sternly. If I still refuse, so then? Stand and watch Ashley sick. So serious that I die and have no money to treat it. Let's see how long she lives. Her father. Michael stood next to her and said, Karen, marrying Matthew has its disadvantages. What's wrong? I'm marrying into a rich family. Don't worry. No money later. Matthew lies bedridden. He does nothing disadvantageous. Even their children just want to find a wife. On behalf of the son. Your plants only you should think about. Think about your family and. Where is your foster mother? The mother of the wealthy family? Must step in. Will be good people inside. How is their family? We all not understand and do not want for money. Marry someone you don't love. Their family has. There are many powerful girls out there. Difficult circumstances voluntarily become a daughter-in-law. Why did they choose my house? You know, before the company. We lost money in business so we borrowed money. Grown from them 3 years ago. Still not enough money. Pay now. They want to get married to erase the number. That debt is very beneficial to our family. The company's business will be easier in the future. So development is not apparent. Selling children and more. Why are people forced into marriage? Is the child not the sister? Michael Kimberly, the eldest daughter of the Michael family. Also Michael's sister Karen said, how dare you interfere with me? The eldest daughter still has a heavy responsibility to shoulder. If you get married, who will help your parents? Manage the business of your company. Know a little about business then take. Husband is right now. I am still going. Study but still go to school after getting married. If they get it, they will not ban it. So you got married and still help. Good parents but they also do not forbid her. Kimberly was stunned by his words. Karen actually she basically doesn't want to marry a vegetable even though her family is powerful and influential. I also do not want to marry a liar. Motionless in bed for unknown days. Woke up said the person who got married the most. Must be Karen. Angry Kimberly. Raise your voice. Don't talk back to me. I do not hang anywhere. You do not want to marry. For Matthew I also claim the right. What's wrong with it being beneficial to yourself? Mr. Michael said no one would marry into the Matthew family. So let them buy back the company. My house is on the street but Karen is alone. Earn money to pay hospital bills. Ashley went to the time when there was no money to see if there was. Had to drop out of school and work. Without finishing his words, Michael angrily went back to his grandmother's room. Michael looked at his 2 daughters with frustration. Head sigh follow her husband downstairs. And the 2 sisters Michael Kimberly still do not have intention to force Karen to accept marriage. With Matthew she said I made my own decision. My dad is a girl I don't know. Think about family, parents or what? I just think of my foster mother lying there. In the hospital. Karen slightly frowned. It's none of her business. Just don't drag her into his family's affairs. She has nothing to do with this but living expenses, surgery expenses, medicines, hospitalization and other expenses. Other expenses for the past 2 years were all Michael's family money if not dad. Mother respected her and took care of her. All the years I was missing and paying. I don't know how much money she has left for medical treatment. Alive now but you see. I always show my foster mother. Don't think about your parents more than your dad. Mother is the one who gave birth to me. I need to show my gratitude but since I received it, I have returned to my ancestors and now I am filial to them. Parents not yet. Karen shows respect to parents and gets married. Matthew has nothing to do with who told Kimberly. Pause for about 3 or 4 seconds and then continue. Is the best opportunity for me to express my feelings. My filial son is married too. Matthew has a lot of family debt. My family was erased but my adoptive mother still has me. Money for medical treatment without having to be tight. You should understand people who care about making money. Born into a business family. As we can hardly avoid marriage. Commercial and arranged marriage. With someone you don't love is a matter of time. It will happen eventually. Little Count Etienne. If I marry into their family, I will be in the near future. No material disadvantage although present. At Matthew is a vegetable but the house. They didn't say he was unconscious. Life never knows Matthew. Wake up until then my life will definitely be successful, according to confidential information that Kimberly has. Okay, then what is the probability that Matthew wakes up and recovery to normal is very low. So she pushed it to Karen. Bang. No, it was not her turn to step in. The rich woman married a man who was once rich. Karen is the dream of many girls. Karen was silent. Kimberly thought she was lost. Shook the will of the sister so secretly smiled. Pretending in my heart. Contribute, just think about it and see the future. How will my family and mother be? What will happen to me if I get married and not? Matthew thought carefully before making the decision. Decided to leave that statement behind. Kimberly happily left with a smile on her lips. Smug smile as if knowing everything. Things are going her way. Karen. Sitting alone in the living room, mind constantly thinking about parents' words and sister said these 2 days are actually her. Don't want to marry someone I don't like. Love again, never met, but she also cannot bear to see family in trouble. Forced into difficult circumstances and foster mother. Karen is having no money for medical treatment. Very annoying. Then the phone rang. The number calling is from mom's hospital. The person on the other end of the line is being instructed. Karen told her mother's illness. Signs of worsening, now she can pass the disease. Hospital with doctor, discuss condition. Her illness does not listen to the heart. Karen's as if about to jump out of the cage. She hurriedly agreed to take a taxi to the hospital. Hospital doctor in charge of treating the disease. Let foster mother say today we do comprehensive health check for mother and child. Then found out she had a brain tumor. Karen worriedly asked, what's wrong? Brain tumor. The baby has a benign meningioma but also need to remove the tumor, you see. How to arrange for her to have surgery. See you soon. Yes, let's talk more about the situation with the doctor. Karen visited her foster mother after her health condition improved. Went to the hospital to visit her and saw her. Ashley was sleeping. Karen couldn't bear it. Wake up mother, so quietly pull chair to sit. Bedside looking at the little face. Her mother's marrow that her heart felt so sorry for. As the years have passed, although I myself not the biological daughter of the adoptive mother. Her family situation is not good either. No matter what, but foster mother always love wholeheartedly. Love her, give her the best. To the extent that she can afford. Sacrificed for her, care her like a child. Biological daughter but do not care about the credit. So Karen has long told herself. Even if she returned home, Michael would still do it. Fulfill the duty of a leopard. Love her at all costs. No matter how much money Karen spends. She will pay for foster mother to recover from stroke soon. Happy Healthy Living Institute. Strong, but she doesn't have much right now. Money if you want to do surgery for your mother. Forced to ask parents for help. So that means she has to marry. Matthew is caught between two choices. One side is family and mother mountain, one side is happy all her life girl. After a moment of hesitation, Karen also decided to return home in the evening. Karen told her parents while eating, I agreed to marry Matthew. Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Kimberly's faces lit up. Michael asked again, really? Are you thinking clearly? Yes. Sooner or later get married. Better get married early. Nail again, counterfeit money over there for sure. Won't be too disadvantaged. That's right, daughter. I agree with my plan, son. They learn not to love their children as their own. Girl, but Karen dare not dream small. Treat her like her own child. She just wants them to. Treat her gently is good enough. And of course go along with this decision. Karen has a request after the wedding. Kiss with Matthew, parents must quote. Part of the bride price for mother to raise child. Treatment, she has a tumor in the brain, needs surgery soon. If parents agree, father will announce the news. This good for their house 3 days. After the bad luck, bring the wedding gifts to the wedding. Ask Michael Karen the first time. Meeting Karen, she took a liking to her. Future daughter-in-law both in beauty and looks. Her way of speaking in front. Future in-law's face, she praised Karen. Karen, his daughter, looks gentle and polite. Too sure will be a daughter-in-law. Good girl, Mrs. Michael proudly contributed. Yes, she understands things very well. Grandma, but still a bit young. Karen married. If there is anything wrong, I hope you will forgive me. Teach my grandchildren more than my family. I don't ask for much. I just hope she just take good care of her husband. Of course, later on you two will be wives. Taking care of Matthew is the husband's job. That the child should do. Mrs. Key smiled and nodded in agreement. She picked up the teacup and took a small sip. Words for her husband and him. Michael discussed with Mrs. Matthews' wedding plan. James. Tell me my son is not well. No money to hold the wedding. Temporarily put aside when Matthew recovers. I will definitely organize a grand wedding for the two of us. I don't understand family marriage. Opinion. Everything is up to the grandparents' arrangement. My husband and I have also chosen a good day. Let my niece go home 10 days later. I will come to pick up the bride in those 10 days because no wedding ceremony, so family. Both sides are not busy. Everything happens. The day before that passed by. Normally only Karen's mood is unstable, also does not feel happy, anxiously waiting like other brides, but instead feel extremely bored. Every night she lies with her hands on her forehead, thinking about the future after marriage. Then sigh for the uncertain fate of myself, but the thing is that it will not be. Can change even if she regrets. She also. There is no other way because of her foster mother. Can only marry Matthew. The day Michael Karen became the Howe family's daughter-in-law. A luxury car is only for adults. Matthew lies close assistant. Come pick her up to the James mansion. Here is located in the middle of the city, far away. Flowers are as magnificent as palaces. No less than 10 people are busy. Work as a person. Open the car door, lead the way. Invite Karen, he told her as he walked. Know some special things to pay attention to. Their family as well as their personality. G is people. Matthew will slowly teach her later. Rules and how to take care of Matthew only. Need her to do her duty well. I understand that the boss mistreats her. In the living room he sat on the sofa. Sip tea, watch news on TV. While she was busy instructing the servants. Work saw Karen, she went warmly to the friendly voice of Karen. I'm back. Then I greeted you too. She squinted her eyes. Why do you two have to be parents? Now I have married Matthew as my daughter-in-law. Our house then, do not call wrong. Remember, yet Karen still not used it still. Shyly said back, hello mom and dad. Smiling satisfied, holding Karen's hand, pulling. She came to the sofa and sat down. Sit here and play. Talk to your parents later. Once the rice is ready. We can eat it. Yes. Andrew is away today. It's late. Two children meet later. Yes. Andrew is the youngest son. Their family is also students. College with Karen, so Karen had previously known Andrew's face and heard a lot of rumors. His cool at Karen's school. I never thought I would become one day. Family with Andrew, although not to have a wedding or a party. Small family to announce identity. Karen's daughter-in-law with both sides of the family. But she had to take fingerprints on the certificate that I agree to marry. For Matthew to become his wife. Older brother. She just moved into her husband's house, so she has to watch her words. Almost never take the initiative to talk. Most of them wait for their parents-in-law to ask. Then she will answer. Just answered, knowing daughter-in-law is not familiar, so she is very enthusiastic. Do nothing. Makes her feel the pressure back. Mrs. Heen happily told about her last son. Mother told me to marry Matthew. Suffer but their family. I will not treat you badly. Son, just think of this as your parents' house. Live happily and comfortably. My only child. Wholeheartedly care for Matthew, then dad. Mom also considers me as her own daughter. Absolutely do not let outsiders bully the house. Raped the unwilling wife of Matthew. But that doesn't mean Karen lives in vain. Responsibility. She put her right hand on the hands of the card are holding. Her hand promised sincerely, Mom, rest assured. I agreed to marry Matthew. So I will do it. Good duty of a caring wife. Matthew, wait for him to recover. Thank you, son. But for dinner she took Karen to her room. Matthew stands outside his son's bedroom. She said I must be tired and should rest early. Okay, if there is any problem, we will talk. Talk to each other. Yes, hello mom. Good night mom and dad. Yes, I'm going to sleep too. Delicious. Standing in front of Karen's bedroom door. Hesitated for a long time before pushing the door open and entering. The whole room was filled with a light. Soft yellow light, not too bright. Karen. Find the light switch and turn it on immediately. The man lying down was clearly visible. On the bed. Curiosity placed each she step by step towards the bed to observe. Matthew is in a coma. At first glance he like sleeping, pale face. Pale but funny facial features. Delicate harmony creates an attractive beauty. Charmed Karen so much that she couldn't help but cannot deny that he is very handsome. Male. Matthew. The little sound came from Karen's mouth. She muttered the name. Her husband, and of course in response she just Is silence? Karen sighed softly. No. No wonder God has treated us so unfairly. Work with handsome man when let. I just keep sleeping and don't know when I'll wake up. If you get well again then yes. Maybe the one who married you was not me. One day I will wake up and set you free. For me. But Karen is right. If they don't have an accident and are unconscious, their home will be. No need to find a wife for son. She was not forced by her family to marry Karen. Karen really can't understand the same child. Her parents' daughter, but since she got back to parents' family, at first awkward. Welcome, later more and more distant. Gradually is not new like her in the eyes. They seem to have lost all affection for the child. This lost daughter is 18 years old. Karen was found by her parents after 16 years of being lost. Kidnapped, missing, thought parents and sister will love and pamper her. Tried my best but things didn't work out. Like she wanted Karen to feel love. I don't even feel like my parents care for me. By foster mother to her cousin, not too close, also not much care. Karen's initial thoughts and feelings. Karen, I thought it was because of the years of separation. So both sides need time to get used to each other. And yet 2 years have passed. Not only is not added but. And less parents are always biased. Sister, so Karen quite sad for her. Feel like an extra. Suddenly appeared to break the family atmosphere. Private home that should not have me there. Karen gasped softly. She didn't want to. Immersed in unhappy things. Take clothes, go into the bathroom, soak. Take a shower and then get ready for bed. She just discovered the whole big room. But there is not a single couch. So she can sleep outside. The bed is being laid on one side by Matthew. With her slowly walked to the bed. Gentle movement to sit down next to. Matthew was in a coma anyway. She accidentally slept in the same bed with him. No matter what happens on the James's big bed. In Kara's head, thoughts never stop flowing. Thinking about the future, she was not sure what to do. How long did it take Matthew to wake up? It was 1.5 years. Years or a lifetime, but she knows in the second. The minute she agreed to give this man. Certainly suffered a lot. Fatigue quickly enveloped the two. Karen's eyes gradually closed and then sank. I fell asleep without knowing it. Know how long you have slept during a dream? Her membrane suddenly felt cold. Like someone is touching me. Michael. Karen immediately woke up when she opened her eyes and saw a man. Another sitting on the edge of the bed. Karen jerked. I quickly sat up and pulled the blanket over me. The man's body smelled strongly of alcohol. He circled his pants while the air rushed straight into her nose. Karen frowned. Ask him, Andrew, how did you get in here? What are you planning to do if Matthew gets famous? Andrew's calm and cool voice made him stand out. The history of the Playboy. The school has a lot of bad rumors about it. He should. Andrew's appearance in this room made Karen alert. Karen, don't panic like that. Listen. The fairy married my brother, so I came to congratulate. Thanks. What's up? Then tell me tomorrow. Now bother you. Get out of here. Andrew, tizzy cheeks. Suddenly saw Karen's frightened face. Karen then enjoyed it and even used it. Joking tone to tease her. A vegetable like my brother. Wedding night is not fun. Karen felt disgusted when confronted with face to face with man with pale face. Looked like Matthew. Karen's eyes dark. She knew Andrew had no manners. Bad guy. Now he drinks. Drunkenness no one knows will make a kind. What? Karen seriously reminder. Andrew, I married his brother Ton. You should call me Sister Worm. Tonight is my husband and I's wedding night. Get out of here and let us rest. It was clear to fire Andrew, but he didn't. Go out and snort with a look of contempt. Karen, are you in a hurry? My brother has been a vegetable for a long time. Become useless. She married him, then what? Good or bad is my choice, is mine. Voluntarily do not bother you to manage the face. Beautiful like this should let men healthy. Strong love pamper must be. Andrew said as he reached out to caress. Karen's cheek was pushed away by her. So smug smile. If you follow me, I ensure not only her happy life, prosperity, and also give her satisfaction in. How is happier in bed than when a wife of a bastard? Not dead much. But when Matthew had not yet met with an accident under his close and serious gray. Andrew was a stubborn man. Later on, Matthew becomes a vegetable. Andrew more arrogant because no one to discipline him anymore. Like Matthew, so no need to be afraid. Someone under the pale yellow night light. Every single feature on her delicate face. Karen is most obvious now when she opened her eyes wide and looked at Andrew angrily. Looked cute, that added to the appeal. Suck him in. Andrew inching. Little step towards Karen pressed her in bed. Karen hides stubborn fear. Say I don't need anything from you, I just want to settle down as Matthew's wife to take care of. Just for him, Andrew has a lot of girls. Girl chasing ready to sleep with him, but he was attracted by the air. Karen's character and appearance right from the start. The first time they accidentally met in the male Institute of Heart University, he has vibrating silhouette of girl sitting quiet by the window, diligently studying. That's why Andrew did not hesitate. Flirted with Karen, but she no feeling at all. He even felt disgusted. Not even looking at the face. This is the first time Andrew was born emotionally strong with the girl more than usual is also the time first he actively pursued such a persistent girl. Karen not only did not refuse many times but also married to the plant brother. That's also why Andrew drinks drunk and sneaked into brother's room. Misbehavior with sister-in-law. But I want to take care of you tonight. Karen worriedly clutched the edge of the blanket. Her eyes widened. Andrew, he must be understand Matthew better than I do. If he wakes up, I know you intend to bully me. He will definitely not let you go. Karen knew she was advising Andrew. No effect, so cold voice threat. Scare him. It is true that Matthew is currently in a coma. But that doesn't mean he will never woke up. She was heard a lot about personality and how Matthew's extremely ruthless work has maybe using him as a shield will help her intimidate. Was drunk and perverted in front of me. But Andrew was not afraid that he would turn on him. Laugh out loud, not caring at all. Pressed closer to Karen unexpectedly, he hugged her shoulders, eyes intently. Looked at her small face with contempt. Dear sister-in-law, if before I would be scared to hear this, but now, not now. Look at Matthew. Is a vegetable. The doctor said he was may never wake up again. She said, why should I be afraid of him? Let go if you still want to carry the name. Being Matthew's wife is no problem. We go back and forth without anyone knowing everything. Everything in the house is mine. I will inherit all the property that he left. Half dead, half alive brother is holding. Including. Miss Karen kept struggling to escape from Andrew's arms. Was making. She tried to control herself, but her strength was not enough. Who can resist his strength? Get out of the way, let go. Be good. I won't abuse you. Finished speaking and pushed Karen down on the bed. Bowed his head and wanted to kiss her immediately. Tilted head to avoid mouth, continuously saying. Cursed him and told him to go away. Go, Andrew, go away. You can't do it. If you dare to do anything to me, I will make you regret it. Andrew. Completely indifferent, she reacted more. Fiercely resist the desire in him. Rise stronger like a wild beast. Control Karen. Hoang scared. Together she does not want to be humiliated by people. This damn man is not acceptable. Get dirty on the bridal bed next to her husband was in a coma, so she used very flared wave just or see piece. Flowers on the bedside table. She reached out, grabbed the vase and hit it hard on the head. Andrew, a loud bang. The cut across the shameless behavior of Andrew. He immediately stopped, frowning. Hug. Head looked up at her, a red stream of blood from flowing down the forehead. Andrew gritted his teeth in anger. Damn it. Dare to hit me. Must know Andrew now. Now the sole heir of the family. He wants any woman. Any of these are easily available now. Karen refused. Why didn't he lose face? But angry Kai. Andrew stood up straight and wiped go blood on forehead. Looked Karen with. Karen's fierce face never hit people, let alone being human. Other injured. So when he saw Andrew's head bleeding in, she was so scared that Andrew clenched his chin. Karen's forced her to face him. Michael. Karen, you should be a little wiser. I wanted something, must have for by tonight, then she still will be my woman. Don't be broken. But hide. Escape Karen unexpectedly. This man. Much more miserable than she thought. Andrew pushed her down on the bed but didn't let her go. Her hands were free to press on top of her head. Let me go. Damn Karen's petite body, though she use all your strength but cannot escape Andrew's powerlessness. She only knew screaming in vain. Save me with the room. The room is very soundproofed, even though Karen. Even if I cry till my throat is hoarse. Who heard not say grandparents in? The maids are all asleep. There will be no one. Know what is going on and save her. Karen's scream made Andrew feel. He was also scared because of the noise and headache. Other people heard and threatened her. Shut up. If you keep talking, I will yell. Her hands and feet were covered with a towel. You know that, Karen said firmly. Andrew, you are so smart that you can't stay still. His evil deeds are equal to nothing. To let family know they will not abandon. Come over to me, you talk too much. Tonight you can't escape me. Not only because of continued depraved behavior. Meanwhile, the two sides were arguing. Karen was thrown into Matthew. Regardless of whether you hear it or not. Whether the product appears or not, but on. Karen did not call for help at this moment. Who should try to cling to Matthew? Lay. Strong Matthew, wake up and save me. Me with save me. See this scene only because there is no more. Some sense he had long been fed up. Karen's pursuit at this point just wanted to. Took her as his own and pulled her out of Matthew begging a trash she. Do you think he will wake up to save her? No way, he can only lie down and listen to her satisfied moans below. Just me, Andrew laughed. Hey, with the plan I'm about to do. Karen disgusted in his face. Bastard. Shameless. Andrew did not care about words. Karen's scolding he couldn't hold back. In love with this beautiful girl. Should push her down on the bed to prepare. Forced to think about what's going to happen. Karen was both angry and helpless. Resisted desperately, but still. Can't get rid of this guy for a while. Andrew put his hand on Karen's collar. He was about to tear Ms. Ton's clothes. The fragments suddenly felt cold. Instinctively he glanced to the side, then immediately froze the movement. Immediately stopped stammering and said, hey. Karen's boyfriend took the opportunity to kick Andrew. She was so shocked that she didn't notice the other party's strange attitude. Pull the blanket over your body first. Andrew was almost stunned and he sat down. Down, face pale, scared. Realize the unusual thing in the eyes appeared difficult. Understand. She bewilderedly turned her head to follow the line of sight. Andrew then discovered the man. The handsome man was lying still, motionless on the bed. Has been awake since when? Matthew looked at them coldly. The British people exuded an air of dominance over their opponents. Different tone but extremely majestic. What is Niemchu planning to do in bed? My uncle doesn't want to live well anymore. Matthew watched his two brothers. Don't know Michael Karen, but look one. The chaos scene before him plus the fact that he had understand the naughty younger brother's personality too well. Somewhat guessed Andrew was trying to force the girl while she is not in love. Matthew's eyes darkened in control. His endless coldness all over. Like a 1,000-year-old iceberg. For the temperature in the room, which is normally, suddenly dropped a few degrees. James. Andrew's face was pale and he was out of shape. Drunk drawing but completely sober. The only thing left in him. We are fear and terror when face to face with Matthew. Guess Matthew. Not letting the matter rest, he also can't wipe away what just happened. Should quickly kneel before the brother and humbly say, I didn't mean to go into your room. Where is the chaos? Andrew hesitated, then suddenly pointing at Karen and passing the blame. I told her she was setting me up. Although Matthew was in a coma for a long time. What is your position at home? Huge influence on human family. How is Matthew not Andrew? No, he is stupid in bed, brother. Want to rape sister-in-law if no words. Logical explanation. Matthew would not easily get through even if Karen just is Matthew's unacknowledged wife. Then no man would accept. Get cuckolded in bed. Matthew frowned at him. Karen one-shot human assessment. Karen was still scared at this time. Eyebrows furrowed when self is falsely accused the strange girl in the room. Matthew didn't know who Karen was. The new wife his parents married for him. Today just think of you as the person. Housekeeper according to personality. Cruel before Matthew would have been famous. Angry with both, looking at the little girl first. His eyes were not uncomfortable at all. On the contrary, they were very still angry at Andrew's behavior when he dared misbehaving in his room. Matthew asked. Karen girl trap it? No, he said. Lied that he wanted to rape me. Matthew didn't wait for Karen to finish her sentence and didn't make it clear who he believed before asking. I'm fine. Matthew's deep voice entered my ears. Karen's gives her a personal touch. Feeling extremely safe, she looked up, caught Matthew's eyes, his eyes. Like a sea of stars but also hidden. Like a lake. Karen shook her head and replied. According to version. I cannot. How to get Karen's answer? Matthew nodded, then raised his eyebrows. To try Andrew, even though the bullet was okay, but the unforgivable murderer is just stupid. Ignorance and incompetence since childhood, can't do anything. Nothing good but good at destruction. James' family ruined by Cannon. Karen accuses herself. Andrew stubbornly argues. Don't trust her, think about it. If she doesn't seduce me, how can I dare to do that in your room? Also know that I always respect you. Even though you're out there partying and teasing. Not to the point of losing control. Matthew calmly looked into her eyes. You give me seem to be able to see other people's thoughts just by looking. The glance made Andrew's skin crawl. I don't even know what kind of person you are. Understand why best keep your mouth shut. And get out. Here you go. Andrew's whole body trembled as he spoke. No longer fluent, Matthew's words were very clear. Clear with just simple words. Enough pressure for little brother Andrew? Dare to say more, he quickly stood up and went out. Right out here. Andrew breathed a sigh of relief because he wasn't being watched. The boy punished, but I secretly did not get much. Long then the moment he turned around. Matthew's voice rang out as he prepared to leave. Wait a minute. He hesitantly turned his head. Yes, sir. Is there anything else you can do for me, Matthew? Look at Karen, sorry her yes. Andrew did not expect his brother to catch him. I apologize to a girl so I don't accept it. Heart, but there is no other way. Have to say please. Sorry without any sincerity. Matthew corrected me and apologized like that. Said Andrew again, what down, still angry. More sincere tone, Karen, I'm sorry miss. I was wrong. I hope you forgive me. Let Karen say nothing and turn away. Head turned away because she basically couldn't forgive the bad behavior of Andrew. Sees that for some reason. Why do you want to change the girl? A little angry. An apology is probably not enough for you. Make up for hitting yourself in the face with a broom. 10. What for me? Andrew surprised. What, uncle? Listen, but don't understand why you haven't done anything to her. You are my brother, I will not abandon you. Can you let me through it because Andrew is Matthew's younger brother, so he needs to strict discipline to eliminate the evil. The rogue molded him into a good. People deserve respect. You do it well. Let me call someone to help. Help me. If Matthew calls all the members, everyone in the house will know the bad news. Andrew worked with his sister-in-law until then. Not only was he beaten 10 times by the assistant Kenneth, but he still has to listen. Parental reprimand and punishment. Keep things from going too far. Andrew forced. Listen to me, do it yourself. Andrew hit himself in the face if the force not strong enough and hurt him immediately received. Matthew's reminder ends. 10. The slap also made Andrew's cheeks turn red. He was extremely indignant but did not dare to show it, instead of showing off look of respect and reserve before Matthew. Can I go out? Can I walk? The air in the room became quiet when only there are two people. Karen took a deep breath. She was unconsciously terrified, but she did learned about Matthew but didn't think he was cruel and indifferent to even her brother makes Karen feel. See, your upcoming days will be. It wasn't easy for her to think. Matthew watched Karen carefully as she feel the other person's eyes. I looked at him before he could face me. Tell her to go out too. Karen was about to introduce herself when Matthew interrupted. I want to see my parents. I called them over here. Yes, the clock is showing wall now 22:25 minutes. Maybe grandparents have. Karen was sleeping but still helped Matthew. Go call them because she knows Mr. and Mrs. James. Always waiting for the day the eldest son wakes up. Nothing is more important than seconds. Minute. This is standing in front of the door of the husband's parents' room. Karen knocked for a long time before someone opened the door. The old man asked his daughter-in-law with half-closed eyes. What's the matter? Why aren't you sleeping yet? Yes, Matthew just woke up and told me to call for Dad. Hearing that, his eyes widened. The drowsiness flew away from her. In the room, quickly walked out the door anxiously. Asked Karen. Karen, what did you just say? Matthew is awake. Is it true? Is Matthew awake? Yes. He wants to meet his parents. Sigh. No. Karen finished the sentence. He said. How go, let's go see Matthew. Karen. Karen Khan informed the adults, or Butler Jams is also called doctor by them. Trong, come here. Yes. Karen, run. Notify the housekeeper Kenneth. The person in the room right outside has noise. I went out to hear the news of the general manager. The boss woke up and he hurried after Karen. Back to room. In the room of the nun. Tears sitting beside the bed holding hands. Matthew's son is awake. He's awake. Real. How are you feeling? Tell me. Mom, no. Matthew just woke up and was just processing. Andrew's story should respect others. Tired of seeing other parents' faces. Much more than before the accident. Matthew. I asked my parents how long they had been in a coma. So 2 years. It's been 2 years. I know, Dad. How worried are you about me now? Good time you woke up. Mom and Dad happy. Matthew did not expect the accident that year. Put me in a coma for 2 years, but still. Luckily, Matthew didn't take his life. But he tried to smile to comfort his mother. Don't cry doesn't mean you're still alive. Why are you awake? Mom and Dad don't need to worry. Give me more. How can I not worry? I have. Know how scared parents have been all this time. Childless. Understand now. The house asked. Not sure, child. Will my boyfriend recover or become a real person? The thing is gone but lucky for many months. Miracle treatment and care day. Matthew's opportunity has come. Wake up, Dr. Brian has been. Please come and advise my wife. See a doctor first, Brian. Check for. Her daughter nodded and told the doctor. Brian, quick check for Matthew. After a thorough examination, the doctor reported everything. People do not need to worry too much about health. Matthew's health has improved very well. He just woke up so he can't walk yet. Act like a normal person. Physical therapy coming up, everyone. Pay attention to him after a while. I will recover completely soon. Dr. Brian also have to say that the school. Matthew's combination is truly a miracle. The meaning Karen brought. Lucky for her family and her. Regardless of the loss, agreed to marry the boy. Her vegetable son made her feel more. Love her more than Mrs. James holding Karen's hand. Karen was standing quietly in the back corner. Pulled her forward to introduce Matthew. This is Michael's wife. Her name is Karen. Matthew's surprised wife. When did you get married? Brother? Thought I lost part of my memory, so I asked. Again, mother. Get answer. New children. Got married today, just got here. Brought good things to his family. The baby and I are definitely destined to be together. Dad, Mom arranged a marriage for me? Matthew could not have guessed 2 years ago. What else happens in a coma? But before him suddenly had a wife is something he can hardly accept. Except because he does not want to marry. People I don't know don't have love and dislike marriage. Arranged from anyone. This girl though also beautiful, but her personality. How can I share living together if the two are not compatible? And no longer love each other just now. Andrew dares to enter my room and do bad things. Almost succeeded in raping Karen. Karen, Matthew really doesn't want to think if you don't wake up in time, everything will be fine. Is this going really bad, Karen? Karen married to his wife. The one who slept with her was her brother. Immoral man dares to take advantage. Cuckolded daughter-in-law on brother's head. Matthew's mood darkened. His eyes were deep and unfathomable. Mrs. James. No, boys don't like to be arranged. But the couple found a wife for their son because worry about the future of her son James. Tell your parents that you shouldn't marry on your own. Help children, but everything parents do is thought and considered carefully, all because good for you. Karen is a very nice girl. Obedient and understanding. Mother believes in you too. Will soon understand each other and develop feelings. With the opponent only Mr. Hugh Tam. Matthew's love should speak up to end. Okay, let's drop this topic. Matthew Khan just now. Just woke up, need to rest first. You two go to bed early. My health is fine. We will talk about this. After he said that again, Dr. Brian also advised Matthew to take a break. Rest and recuperate so no one say more, but only she told. Karen takes care of Matthew if that happens. Problem must ask, call them immediately, then solve. The couple returned peace. Reluctant. After everyone left, Karen stand still, not knowing what to do. Matthew's eyes were fixed on Karen. After a while she could not stand him anymore. Just blinked his eyes and asked her, why did she marry me? She stepped into the house and asked what was the purpose. What is her sole purpose? Her sole purpose is to have medical expenses for foster mother Karen. Karen wanted to tell the truth, but her tone as Matthew's interrogation made her tremble. Dare not tell the truth, but say I do not have. What bad intentions do you have with the James family? Karen hesitated for a few seconds and then searched. A big excuse my parents used to have. Thanks to my family, so when they Michael, I agreed to marry you. Give. Matthew is a sharp-minded man. Sensitive, you are not stupid. Can't see Karen is lying to you. Understand that no one will volunteer to marry. Kiss a plant person if there is no purpose. Deep purpose so immediately exposed. We have never met. Contact without understanding the object. The way I was still a plant. I've been in love with you for 2 years. You must have married me. The main purpose is for money, I said. Correct. But being exposed like that makes Karen embarrassed. Speechless, she avoided Matthew's eyes and mouth, muttered softly. I had to marry you. Not greedy for other people's money. Otherwise, she said very softly. Matthew completely. I can't hear what she said, but I can see her expression. Her appearance displeased Matthew. Hate cheap public evaluation. Heard Matthew scolding her. Karen felt resentful. Determined not to let her alone. She raised her head to face him. Face to face. What makes you say I'm cheap? But based on what she did for money. Trading your happiness is not cheap. What is it? You do not understand the situation. Don't judge others lightly. Like that. Now I am his wife. If I am cheap, you are not noble to be. How many times someone dared to talk to Matthew looked at me with cold eyes. Karen did not blink as if she wanted to eat him. She doesn't like to be considered. Shy women prove themselves. Go ahead, I give you a chance. What chance? I don't need you to be my wife. You too. No need to truly love. I am so. Tomorrow she moved into their house. Her Michael go. I Karen have no interest in marrying someone I have no feelings for, but she has. Receive the bride price from their family if you cancel the engagement. You will not only have to return the phone number. That money that parents will definitely also. Don't let her go until she gets it. How long does it take to get money for my foster mother's treatment? Karen hesitated and did not approve. Matthew smiled. Why don't you want to lose a lot of money? If you don't become my daughter-in-law, you will surely accept. Got a small amount of money, right? Silence from Karen. Matthew, impatient to negotiate. You just need money, I will give it to you. Double the amount my parents gave us. How do you leave here? Choose money or want to live with people that she didn't love before choosing me. I told you I didn't like it, so you did it. My wife doesn't like it, you won't be easy. Live where think carefully. Think carefully or not is not. Who stubbornly stupidly be wife? The person I don't love if I have money. No loss or compensation then she. I'm not stupid enough to refuse Karen. She told me. Said so, then I listened to you. Number. My account is 2,600, please. Transfer 4 million, write the account number on the paper and put it on top. My desk tomorrow. Assistant. Jams will deposit money into Ms. Karen's account. Karen quickly find paper and pen to write down account information and put it on the desk. Matthew as if afraid he was late. I will change the minute. Look at her graceful figure. Matthew was even more determined to marry her. I am because of the 2 billion my parents spent. For their property is not worth. But use those 2 billion to change one person. Women do not value their own worth. Like you. Matthew is losing favor with Karen already. She also said I still. A request, hope you meet. Smile. The contempt on Matthew's lips was clear. He said she was greedy and more demanding than me. Think so, don't misunderstand my request. I am not involved in money or profit. No use telling you to inform yourself. My parents' story between us too. I can easily leave here though. Why are you there, son? You say it will be easy. Then. I meant Matthew to suggest it, although she. I am not willing to be your wife, but that is not true. Matthew ran away with the money. Talking to parents may not be successful. Karen's company and family will be less hurt if Mr. and Mrs. Michael scold more. She also has a reason to explain her gender. It was not difficult for Matthew to accept the man. This request is after both parties have agreed. No more said, but Matthew's health still not feeling well, so I really need a break. Karen was kind enough to remind him. Just woke up, take care of your health now. It's very late now, I need to sleep. If you feel something is wrong, call me anything, I'm going to sleep. Matthew did not reply but tacitly agreed. Karen is about to go to bed. Down to the previous position, then suddenly stopped. Partly because she was shy about sleeping in the same bed with him. Matthew when he was awake, partly because she was scared. He doesn't like to think of her as a girl. Shameless. Lying in bed with a man looking out. Karen Matthew's hesitation not. Don't be sad or make things difficult for her anymore. Blinked and said she liked to sleep there. It's up to you whether you sleep on the bed or on the floor. Let her take me lying down. Did nothing to harm her, so she is fine. Must have permission from the owner. Room, but Karen still hesitated. After some consideration, she finally chose to sleep on the bed. Bed because hearing Matthew said it made sense, he lay down. Paralysis in one painful place affects her more. The bed is very wide. I lie on it. One side she lies, close the other side without fear of touch contact with opponent. Karen. Don't forget to ask Matthew for permission. I'm staying over for the night. Matthew is very nice. Too few words to even say, yes. Karen replied. She didn't see him object. The other side is reserved, lying down and whispering. Thanks brother, good night. Delicious. These lives into the ears of Matthew was like a warm stream of soothing water. The coldness in his heart for her made him suddenly realize that she was a bit different from other girls before. This has approached him but just now. Touch in a short period of time. Also do not completely trust the feeling of his that quickly denied him, for that a woman is greedy for money. Sell out the future happiness of your life. Like Karen, nothing good. She is just acting. Be nice to him. Just woke up from sleep. Karen lay there for a long time but still couldn't sleep. Matthew just woke up after the kiss. Deep sleep, so hard to both. So lie silently together with even breathing. Even and separate train of thought of Karen. Karen eagerly waiting to go home tomorrow. Home but no less afraid of parents. No more chance to be in-laws with the family. They will scold her for being stupid. Matthew was piecing together the accident. The old victims also want to know the business. Family business and social situation. For the past 2 years finally. Karen got some sleep the next morning and solved the problem. Early saw Matthew was still sleeping, so she didn't dare do anything that would make a noise. She influenced him slowly and carefully. Carefully fold your clothes back inside. The suitcase waited until after 8 o'clock. Matthew just woke up. Sleep is also the time when outside transmission comes. A soft knock on the door made Karen run to open it. The three of them smiled happily and got up. Everything is okay. Am I bothering you guys? Karen said good morning to her and then replied, no problem. We're all up. Already. Which she walked in about 15 seconds later. He and Andrew also slowly followed. After Andrew passed by, Karen he glanced at her with a questioning look. Not very good eyes is not the type. Perverted, lustful or hateful, hostile. It's not fear or guilt. But deep eyes unfathomable cannot see. See through his calculating mind. What wound on the head was James? Andrew handled the situation very well. Or no, last night the youngest son caused a ruckus. Chaos in my brother and sister's room, so just. I'm sure it was the first time Karen met me. Andrew therefore introduced Andrew. This is my sister-in-law. Her name is Karen. Turn to Karen. Karen, this is Andrew, my brother-in-law. Hello, Uncle Karen. I tried to greet Andrew. He was also very nice. Know how to act. Hi, sister. Deep. Karen, thank you. Felt disgusted with Andrew and extreme that Gian. Matthew lay on the bed also. He looked at it thoughtfully. Tease your brother to make him know. Take back the pretense, he said. Karen and Andrew went to the same university. Have you two ever met or heard of each other before? Not waiting for either reply, Matthew said his youngest son was coming. Wherever it is not famous throughout the school. University surely no one has not heard of. The name Andrew is very small. Many times hide bad habits. Andrew caused it but still can't delete it. Clean up his bad reputation, said Gia. Matthew had no trouble guessing Karen more or less. Also no, Andrew is more worth talking about than that guy. My damn brother, not only a decent life but also a life without a party. There was no way to save him when dare to enter brother room to force the person carrying name is Sister Worm. The more I think about it, the more disappointed I become. The younger brother heard his older brother mocking his sister. Hugged him. A stomach full of anger, but not angry but silent. I didn't dare to make a sound. She spoke up for me. Youngest son in his youthful days. So Andrew is still playing shock now. Now my child is grown up and mature. Think more, so don't do this. No more criteria set. Matthew feel. Find it funny I didn't mean to criticize James. The ugly face of the younger brother that hinted. Discouraged Andrew's son. Hope he lives up to it. Parents' expectations should not be a disgrace to the family. This family and make parents worry about it again after the introduction of the sister. Deep M. Husband is not very happy because of two characters. Matthew himself did not beat around the bush for Karen. Had to wait a long time for his eyes to stop on me. She was standing next to her mother. He said, Dad. Mother and child do not want to live with people I don't love, so I don't accept Karen as your wife. Please, Dad. Mom, please return her to Michael's family. She disagrees with her son's opinion. Her son immediately objected but could not immediately. From the beginning he did not respond much. Her marriage for her son, but because of her. He insisted on doing it, so he had to listen to Thu. Follow wife's wishes, of course. Karen entering this house is not simply taken care of. For Matthew, she wanted her to have a baby. Scientific succession. If Matthew has not shown any signs of illness this year. Wake up now, Matthew is awake. Future cannot have grandchildren, but grandmother won't push Karen away because she's sure she is definitely a good girl who deserves to be their daughter-in-law. Karen may not be very talented. They have not received acceptance and love. Matthew's love, but brought with it the girl who appeared beside him that day. Before, she was moral and understanding. Much more than at least she would marry the child. Her straight man is not like her. Like the others, since knowing Matthew. The victim has a chance to wake up, then immediately turn on. Disappeared without a trace. Ask Matthew if he can speak. Why did you decide you are announcing? Not asking for permission from Dad. Mom, if you don't agree, don't even think about it. Chase the girl away. Karen and I haven't legal marriage registration. The law does not have a wedding ceremony, but Karen Karen was brought a dowry to Shin's house by her parents. Ask for marriage properly and make a family offering. First full notice the child also self. I want to marry you. Not my parents. Threaten to force now the child demands to pay Karen. Karen when you come home. Your parents will know how to talk. What about the in-laws? If this is exposed, what will happen to the girl? What face? Karen was not forced by her grandparents. Forced to marry by one's own parents. For Matthew she for the hospital bills. Sick for new adoptive mother to accept imprint. Fingerprint on the contract to marry Gia. Matthew or she wouldn't be here now. Now Karen just hopes Matthew will solve it soon. Settle this matter and return freedom. For her. Well, the mother and daughter talked back and forth. Again a lot but she still not. Accept the atmosphere between wife and. The son was getting more and more stressed. Then worry about your health should teach. Calm down mother and child first. Slowly talking after Matthew replied son. Want to solve it completely today. Now do not like to prolong he advised. A happy marriage depends on. The foundation of love according to you should. Respect Matthew's decision though. Why have they never met? And understand each other well. Forcing each other to live together. Neither of them are happy. It's easier to get to know each other when you're around. It's not easy for Karen and the Michael family. Do as you say father and son think. What about my family will they tell me? That when his son was bedridden. Then wanted to marry Karen until Matthew woke up and returned their daughter. Is that like looking down on Karen? Karen has been silent all this time. Now I have the chance. Get together. My parents do not think so. Son. Will explain this to parents. I will understand and have no opinion. What parent is not sad when the daughter was returned home by her husband's family? So if mom doesn't agree then. No one is allowed to chase me away I have to stay. This is Matthew's wife Matthew gradually lost. Patiently he was helpless to let his parents persuade him. After a long time, she finally gave in. But not compromise that comes out. Condition that we be husband and wife for 1 year. Go if after this time still not love. So breaking up like that is both helpful. The two of them had the opportunity to get to know each other. Save face for the Michael family parents also. Less guilty and awkward with them. Andrew suddenly interrupted his mother D. Matthew had. If you don't like it, just force them to live. What do we do let Karen go home? Go Matthew talented outstanding mother need. What the hell he can't find a girl. Satisfied. I also want to be quick. Cut ties with Karen but. Listen to this words of my younger brother. Matthew knows Andrew very well. Aimed at Karen. I'm afraid that after she. No longer his sister. She certainly won't be able to get along with Andrew. I don't know why Matthew had such a good idea. Want to help Karen get rid of Andrew feeling. 1 year is not too long. This time should be enough for Andrew to get rid of everything. Any intentions with Karen so Matthew. Okay, everything will be as you wish. Mother and son with Karen will live together. Within a year of the deadline we. Still no feelings and one of. Two do not want to continue sharing husband with. The other side then wait for mom. Except. Karen agreed with Matthew's words. Karen couldn't help but be clearly surprised last night. He was the one who took the initiative to cancel the marriage. Why did you change your mind now Karen? Karen it's not convenient to ask so I'll bite for now. Teeth silently followed the words. Matthew.